You're watching PTV.
Waiting again, huh? They left.
What do you mean they left?
From the San Francisco Bay Area, it's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling here. Doug, I turned to Doug just before we went going, and he gave me a silly grin.
It's just been a month and a half.
Yeah, it has.
What's hissing back there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Sherry's pouring tiny beads
I
into
just poured
containers.
some tiny beads
Oh.
into a jar.
That's what it sounded like.
You know, Sherry, she has to always be working on something.
I'm working on a new Christmas ornament.
Huh. Benji went live
I'm
yesterday.
doing it.
Benji?
I'm doing a snow-capped red bird.
Okay.
Are those the tiny little beaded cross stitch kind of things, or needlepoint? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cross-stitch ones.
Well, it is a Taste of Jell-O. I know we had talked about Paul and Kelly of the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen joining us, but there was a scheduling conflict.
Mhm.
So we are going to be doing that in 2 weeks. On March 1st, we will be hosting them again, where we will be doing another Jell-O dish. But in this case, get ready for this one. It's going to be a fun night. And to answer Mar, the thumbnail, I had considered putting a lemon Jell-O in the center, but it really did look too much like a stoplight. So I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. But for some reason, the raspberry, and I think that's raspberry. No, probably
It's
cherry.
red.
Cherry, lime, and orange looked good like that. So, oh
And
well.
plus, we did an orange Jell-O, so we'll tell you guys about that.
Yeah, we did do an orange Jell-O, so you will be seeing that.
My refrigerate until thickens before you start adding all the accoutrements that go involved is a little rusty. It was a little too thickened. I got to remember where that. Oh yeah, that's where it's starting to get thickened, but not too thick.
And I think mine was a little too loose.
Well, again, you probably used whipping cream, which we'll talk about later. So
Yeah,
with
we will get to that.
Yeah, we will get to that, but let's go ahead and looky here. Here we go.
Can we get some more?
Oh,
That faded.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
That's better. Hello, Jim.
There you go.
Jim is
Hi,
usually
Jim.
live on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, but he is going to be doing a premiere video tomorrow night. That's my understanding anyway. So same time on his channel. He just won't be live, but he is putting out a video there. So you wanted to see that. All right. Look at that. It's Family Day in Canada.
a national holiday.
Okay.
Don't know what Family Day
I
is.
heard about that in social media earlier today. So
Well, it was a holiday here too.
yes,
Yeah.
but I say happy Family Day to all of our Canadian people.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Why don't we go ahead and get started with the show? Let's see about this. Chetty was very excited about the fact that there was Jell-O in the house. He insisted on having his picture taken. So, yeah, there it is.
A lot of recipes ask for 3-ounce, 1 3-ounce pack. Some ask for 2 3-ounce packs, and they make the 6. So
I'm assuming some ask for a telephone toy too.
Yes, a creepy ass thing. But we wanted to buy the 3-ounce is the same price as a 6-ounce.
Yeah, but the thing is that it may be, but they don't really even have enough of the flavors at the Frugal Hoosier in 3 ounces for Jell-O.
We just got
They have
one.
their house brand, and we want actual Jell-O, not the house brand. So
That's what
decided-
I ran into.
we decided to go with 6 ounces.
And then if we need to do just 1 6-pack or 6-ounce or 1 3-ounce, we'll just divide it in half. It's not hard to measure out.
Okay. I this is probably Pete. He's saying, what? No cocktail?
Well,
Oh,
we're getting
no.
to that because
There
we
is
have
a
to talk about
cocktail.
Hallmark.
As a matter of fact, yeah, we'll get to that right now. We're going to go easy tonight. In fact, I don't know that I have ever had a tequila sunrise.
Oh, I have.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know that I have.
I had enough.
So I
Oh, they're
thought, you know
good.
what? Yeah, Paul says Jello shots. You know what? We will do that sometime. Not this time, though.
It'll be part of a Jell-O where we're like, oh, have you ever heard
Maybe
about
closer to summer.
Yeah,
But I'm going to go ahead and start with a Blanco tequila, which is what they recommend
tequila.
for a tequila sunrise. And in this case, it is our favorite. It is a San Matias Legado Blanca. And here's the thing. I'm going to start by putting ice in the glass. Okay. But because the portions are so large, I decided to just use a regular Pyrex measuring cup. So this is going to be 2 ounces of tequila.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you
Is
guys
this for
can-
2 drinks or 1?
It's for
It's one.
one.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
So you pour that in. And we
If
also
I had that, I'd be
usually
asleep in an hour.
we usually do fresh squeezed orange juice, but we saw this at the Frugal Hoosier this week. I thought, okay, let's go ahead and do that. And
It's like portioning your stuff out.
yeah. And this calls
They're $1 a piece.
yeah, it calls for 4 ounces. So
Four of them in a pack for $4.
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and put the 4 ounces in. We'll do this and then I'll just let Doug finish off the rest for like breakfast or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Need to consume more
There you go.
citrus.
Yes. All right. And then you pour that in. So it's got the sunny color there. But then you take grenadine. And this is our wonderful grenadine from Portland Syrups, courtesy of Anders Ericsson. And it calls for about 1/4 ounce. And I'm just going to eyeball it, pour it over a spoon so it doesn't just make a big mess.
But so that it layers.
And then it layers at the bottom.
What's in it?
Bottom.
Not much. It calls for about 1/4 ounce. And I'm going to go ahead and just rinse that off a bit so that it gets all that syrup off the spoon.
And then now shake it. Or stir it.
You want to stir it up?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, stir it.
You can garnish with an orange slice.
The grenadine's yum.
There we go. You can garnish with an orange slice and a cherry. I decided not to go that route this time.
We're
And,
not fancy.
You know what? We'll go ahead and put out just the rest of the ice there too. There we go.
Oh, a good old
All
friend
right.
Gail is
Just.
here.
Oh, would you look at that?
She's here.
Oh, Gail. All right.
Now we're going to talk about Hallmark.
A tequila sunrise. Looks like blood orange. It does, actually.
More, please.
It doesn't taste like blood orange, but man, it's delicious. I tell you, that grenadine makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Give that a sip. Let's go ahead and
Talk about Hallmark.
Doug's got his cocktail in hand now, so let's go to Hallmark and check out a movie review. Okay, it is Lovuary on Hallmark, and usually they do Valentine's themed movies on Hallmark during this month. This one is called Return to Office. After making the return to the office on a hybrid schedule, 2 co-workers known to each other only as Ms. Monday and Mr. Tuesday start sending friendly notes, sparking an office romance. This one stars Janelle Parrish and Scott Michael Foster. Last time I saw Janelle, it was in Sugar Plums during the Christmas season for Countdown to Christmas.
Good.
Very good performance there, and she repeats with yet another good performance in this one. The concept is that for this particular office, they're going back to the office. However, they will maintain their hybrid schedule because there's not enough room for everyone in the office in that building, so they have to share desks. She selects Ms. Monday, selects a desk, and calls herself Ms. Monday, and a guy who's played by Scott Michael Foster takes the desk on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She's there Mondays and Wednesdays, and then everyone works from home on Fridays. Okay.
Well, a budding romance happens, and you all know where they fall in love.
They trade notes, and they start to DM each other, and then they realize love was there all along. So,
and this movie pretty much proved that Hallmark has to have all men 10 feet tall and all their women under 5 feet. It is just, it's been one of those things. It's like the Hallmark leading man is ginormous.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a casting requirement.
It is. You have to be 1,000 feet tall, and then she has to be beep beep.
Yeah.
And it's just, this one's obvious. I mean, look at him.
This story actually was, of course, very timely, as there are so many people that are back in office on hybrid schedules. Some people are being forced 100% of the time, even though a work-life balance is known to be better for people. But, I'm not
more work efficient too.
Yeah, it is. That is true.
But it depends.
I know that is for me. I get more done at home than I do at the office because there are fewer interruptions. But that's my experience. But Sherry, did you watch the film?
No, I haven't had time to, but I understand I need.
Okay, well, let's talk.
She definitely needs to.
Ben,
do you
what
guys
did you
talk
think
about it?
I thought it was a fun watch. I usually watch these movies on Sunday morning after the Saturday night premiere on Hallmark Channel. Lately, I've been tuning in by watching them on Hallmark Plus, and I did that this year or this week. And while I didn't really like the movie at first, I called Arnie at the 11-minute point and said, "Well, I'm 11 minutes through." I kept him guessing on it, but the more I watched the film, the more and more I liked it. It took a while for me to warm up to the character played by Janelle. She was a little too rigid for me at times, but that was just the point of the character.
Yeah, you needed to see why, because it really compact what her life was.
It unfolded over time. Yeah. And the longer I watched the film, the more I was willing to accept her for her positives and her negatives.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But overall, it was a really, really cute film.
Doug, what did you think?
I loved it. It was a perfect 10 crowns for me. Everything was perfect. They had chemistry. The story clipped along. There was funniness. And there was no animosity and hissing. Last night we watched an old Hallmark movie from 2019, 2020. Or
2016.
2016 with Andrew Walker. It was a Valentine one. And I think Taylor Cole was the female. And those two hissed and bitched at each other and bickered. And there was animosity. I had to tell him, how long is this going? 56 minutes. It gets really old. This movie had none of that. When they found out that they had to work together, there was no, ugh. And then, you know how they just start, fighting and butting heads. They actually genuinely liked each other, and how the story evolved. Yeah, the side of his mom at the retirement home. She wasn't meddling, but she was really good. There was not a lot of side stories, but what there was helpful. It was so good. Yeah. This is one of my top 10, top 5, top 10.
Well, it also helped.
Non-Christmas Hallmark movies.
Yeah, non-Christmassy.
It actually touched very close to home.
Right.
Doug, as a graphic designer, and
I was relating to the everything that he did, who he was, how he acted, and at the very end, when he basically gave the boss the bird, and then she walked out of him because he's like, I could get rid of everybody because of AI. And I'm dealing with AI in that instance because she even said it looks like you piled all together and you just puked out of the logo that was really stupid.
I'll give that one a Dougism simply because.
It got me engaged, and I was like, I could watch some more.
Yeah, the boss's logo that came out, I actually was not surprised at how awful it looked.
It looked like children's deodorant, like Axe body spray, but make it look like bubbles. It was really hideous.
Yeah, it was.
I think he was the
type of boss who wanted people to give him input, but he only wanted input from them if it was agreeing with everything that he had already come up with.
He wanted validation for everything he did, and if it wasn't validation, he looked at you badly and would threaten to fire you.
And when Janelle realized that there was carrot jerk dangling in front of her to get the VP position, she realized this guy's never going to give me the VP position. He's just always going to be an a-hole. So, I mean, and he played that character really good. I mean, everything about it was so good.
Okay, Paul says it was a good movie. It kept you involved and did not drag on. He gave it 4 Ben burritos, which on our scale is an equivalent to 8 gold crowns. Ben, what did you give this movie?
That's what I gave it. I gave it 8.
Yeah.
It was a really good watch.
Doug absolutely loved this one because he just related to it so highly.
And they were really good. This was but it also felt a little different. It was Hallmarky, but it wasn't.
It was odd because Daniela said, I can't think of a less romantic setup, but I'm glad it worked out in the end. True. It was not a very romantic setup. As a matter of fact, she found out halfway through that he was Mr. Tuesday because of a slip at the retirement center.
He's like, well, why didn't you tell me? And she was trying to like grasp at first, and she didn't know for that long. And, and the mom was really good at it. And then at the very end, she explained it. And then at the very end, she goes, I hope you brought that coupon because we're both unemployed. Because he's like, what? She's like, I left.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so good.
But this one, definitely. I also gave it 8 gold crowns. Doug,
I'm slobbering all over it.
Yeah.
I will watch it again. I would buy it. I would have this on repeat.
Yeah.
Like we listened to a whole Hallmark movie in the car on Saturday.
We didn't watch it. We listened.
We listened to a
not this one.
Hallmark.
We listened to an old. It was Christmas at the Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh, you listened to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't listen to music and we don't listen to anything else.
It's one of our perennial favorites.
It's so bad we can listen to the movie and go, oh yeah, that's so funny.
All right. Well, for me, 8. Ben gave it 8. Doug 10.
Shiny Gold 10.
Sherry.
And Sherry is TBD.
Yeah, Sherry, we recommend it.
If Doug gave it a 10, I'd probably be close to that, if not on par with him.
Yeah, I think you would.
I think so.
I kind of get the vibe. I think you will.
Yeah.
Definitely a watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's very creative how they go back and forth. Yes.
Well, I'm glad that one all worked out.
Love You Area has been great this year.
Yes, it has. 3 for 3. Now there's one more called Sisterhood Incorporated.
Which that may be the one that
the bad one.
It might be a bad one. It could go either way.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll find out on Saturday or Sunday whenever we watch it. Everyone, we'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break and do a little cleanup here. You're watching PTV Live.
You're watching PTV.
Introducing the original Chocolate Factory, the fun, easy way to turn ordinary into extraordinary desserts. Just place in store-bought chocolate, select your favorite treat, then with adult supervision, simply dip it, dunk it, fill it, or pour it. Look, regular pots burn chocolate, but Chocolate Factory's double boiler is 2 pans in 1. The bottom simmers water, while the top quickly melts chocolate into a smooth and creamy sensation. Perfect for dipping nuts, strawberries, and bananas. And look, fill the designer mold for snowmen during the holidays. Create teddy bears, seashells, lollipops, and more. You can even make a gift basket at a fraction of the price. The complete Chocolate Factory kit comes with everything you need, including this dipping dessert guide. That's over 90 pieces, all for $19.95. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-592-3388 and order the Chocolate Factory for $19.95. Treat your family to chocolate creations. You must be 18 or older to call.
One of our crew members at Trader Joe's, Matthew, finished the bags and returned the bag.
Oh, no, that's one thing about TJ's I love, because if it was, like, expensive or went south, we can change it.
Okay.
Do you have a little knife?
No, I don't. You can just take a bite of it.
Oh,
but this is
spit it out.
Caramel creams with Oreo. We got these at Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
This is a Dollar Tree item, yes.
Yeah, let me go ahead and present the camera again.
It's a taffy kind of thing.
So, yeah. These were from Dollar Tree. Caramel made with Oreo cookie pieces and filled with cream. I doubt they're filled with cream. It's probably like a cream-like food. Okay, Doug, you've had your little bite. Let me try a bite.
It's like they stuffed it with Oreo cream.
Yeah.
And it's very tough.
Ugh. I don't know if I can swallow.
I'm not swallowing.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
It was enough to put them in my mouth. I've had enough of that.
Oh.
Sherry, you dodged a bullet by not having to be here to taste them.
Yeah. Sherry says, I tried the chocolate striped plantain chips. From
So we're 0 for 2 tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was nasty.
I like that a lot. I can't swallow. Okay, now I must say, this is Matthew. He's the one that told me about the various things at Trader Joe's. He always says when something's going to be new to check it out. In this case, the one that we were discussing was the pizza party chips, which we did not like.
Those are gross.
Yeah, they were not very good.
Oh, no.
Anyway, we also had those cream things from
What pizza party chips?
Trader Joe's.
It was had the pizza dust on it. Cardboard and all. When
did we try those?
Eons ago.
We tried them last year.
Yeah.
At this time. A year ago this Monday.
It tastes like cardboard and pizza dust.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
It was bad.
It was all ground up. It was nasty.
Yeah. It wasn't very good. But
what do we have next?
We're going to be doing a Taste of Canada.
Oh, we love our North.
We'll share one.
Okay.
We
Happy Family Day.
Yeah, we don't have this particular brand here in the States. Hawkins, or at least not here in our area. They are real cheddar cheese, and this one actually says Rye Fromage Cheddar, which
fromage, of course, is French for cheese because France.
They smell like the cheese crunchies that you get at Trader Joe's.
Hey, Ken made it. Hello, Ken.
Wow. They still smell like they've been processed.
Okay, well, you can.
Yeah,
really,
Do you want a napkin?
really,
this is not
really.
a color in nature.
No, this.
Oh, Ben,
is...
Maybe a sunset.
Ben,
but you
do
don't
that
want to
again.
put your lips on
I'm
the sun.
going for it.
Let's see.
I like those.
They're not kidding when they say crunchies.
Oh.
There have been many Taste of Canada segments lately. Happy Family Day. We need to send some stuff. Oh, thank you, Daniela.
Are they supposed to be that hard?
Probably.
I think so.
For those of us,
I can't
for
eat
those
them.
of our friends north of the border, and have had these Hawkins crunchies
I like
or
them.
cheesies, are they supposed to be this crunchy?
They're stale. They have that rancid taste of stale.
No, I'm not catching
I don't
that.
think so.
Ours is gross.
I'm not catching.
I'm not tasting that at all. I really like them.
I like them.
Are they supposed to taste stale and very, very, very crunchy? Like almost petrified?
They are rock hard.
Okay, yep. Daniela says they are supposed to be very crunchy.
But they have a weird aftertaste.
Remember,
sorry.
Oh, and Lee says they are rock hard.
They're from Canada as well, but they live locally.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe I was.
They're rock hard.
The date of the package expires in July. Yeah, July of 2025.
They're not old.
They're not old.
Yeah.
I have to think about this.
And then we have this.
I'm questioning a Canadian's palate right now.
It says, I'm checking in. I want to say Ben keeps posting Taco Bell and Arby's greatness, and it isn't helping my diet.
Oh, please.
Ben,
we're not your nurse or your doctor. We're just entertainers.
What is 10 Draft Speed Draft Deep talking about?
I'm sorry?
What is 10 Drafts Deep talking about for you? About Taco Bell and Arby's?
Ben has a
Well,
thing with
he
fast
watches
food.
my episodes of Life with Ben.
And he probably goes and gets what you get.
Possibly.
Okay.
If I can help to your nutrition style, then I take full credit for that.
We're content creators. We're not your nurse or your doctor. It's all up to you. So they're supposed to kind of have that pork rinds. Okay.
As crunchy as pork scratchings or those rock hard pork rinds.
rinds.
Got it.
But I don't know.
Thank
There's a
you,
weird
John.
aftertaste.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think so.
I think they're fine.
I will maintain my eye on Taco Bell, and anytime there are new products, I will be trying them and giving my opinion. So 10 Drafts Deep, please continue watching.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
I do love Taco Bell.
Now, I have a very quick story to share here. All right.
He's not getting out his poison pen. He's getting out his poison voice.
I actually last Monday I saw that Target was having a great sale on coffee beans. We buy a specific brand of coffee beans called Blue Bottle. That's a local roaster here in the Bay Area. And I thought, okay, I want to order these. So I ordered some because the price was like 30-40% less than what I usually pay.
We were going to save like $7.
We were going to save a lot of money on these beans. So I thought, okay, great. This is fantastic. I placed the order, and then the order said, okay, it's being shipped. And then it never went anywhere.
No.
They said they printed a label and that there was no tracking information yet. And then it sat and sat and sat. It was supposed to deliver on Wednesday the 12th. The 12th came and went. Then I tried Thursday, tried Friday, and Saturday. Still nothing. I went online. It said, oh, this order is delayed. Well, I don't know what happened. And the thing is that I checked the app. I couldn't find a phone number anywhere to save my life. I wanted to talk to someone about this order because I wanted my coffee beans. Well,
I didn't want to leave either because of people.
Yeah. So
I didn't want to leave yesterday. We did.
I talked to a friend of mine that works at Target, and he said, here, let me see what I can find. And he managed to find a phone number for me in his records. So I thought, okay, great. I called the number yesterday morning, and
Who did you talk to?
I don't remember his name, but it was
always
a customer rep. But it finally started happening, and things happened very quickly. He canceled the order, returned the money. No, sorry, not return the money, but returned the merchandise. And then the next package is supposed to be delivered by, it said, either tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. So sometime in there it's going to be coming. I will keep you up to date on that. But let's just say that I also received a message from Target that said, in the event that the missing package does end up showing up, you may do one of three things. You can either keep it, throw it away, or donate it.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Hopefully we get it.
You want coffee?
Yeah, you can keep the blue bottle.
No, it's not sludge like what they do. They like extra dark roasts, totally burnt.
No, that's not.
You guys don't like? Yeah, they like the burnt coffee.
I like dark.
I
like
a good medium roast.
We like the
I like
medium.
a well balanced. And it turns out that the coffee maker that we have, you cannot use an extra dark roast because the beans are too oily, and it could jam the machine. So we thought, no, okay, we'll go ahead.
We have a delicate palate when it comes to coffee.
Pat says to keep it. Okay,
yeah. I agree.
All right,
if we do.
Well, it turns out this was just one story tonight. We have a few more here. Let's go. Let's get with that. All right. Friday was Sherry's birthday. What did you do?
Drove to Roseville. Drove to Roseville Friday. It's just an average day. Didn't do anything special on Friday.
But what about Saturday?
It's riveting.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wasn't an eventful birthday. I mean, I was just telling Ben, I didn't get a single present for my birthday this year from anybody.
Well, we can change that.
I got one birthday card in the mail. I take that back. I think Tom felt a little bit guilty, and the morning of my birthday, he hand wrote a blank card that he had to give me for my birthday. But I had one that was mailed to me by dear friend. And then Saturday, Jeremy and Elizabeth and I took the girl to see Disney on Ice in the morning. Was a delightful show, really fun. And of course the girl just loved it.
Sorry.
And of all the souvenirs that they had,
resident goose.
I knew exactly which one she was going to go for when we got up there, and it was a Buzz Lightyear gun that made noise and had those red lights that spin around on the inside.
She's just like her mother.
And in one part of the show, Zurg was projected on the screen, and Buzz Lightyear came out skating. She looked at the screen and she gets this that angry scowl that she gets on her face, and she goes, and she takes the gun and starts shooting him with it.
Sherry, Joe at the Christmas Aficionado is telling me to give you the extra coffee if it shows up. So
I'm not a good sharer. It's ours.
And then Saturday night, everybody was at Matt Megan's house for dinner, so that was fun.
Yeah,
we had pizza, and Megan made a really good lemon cake for me. She was going to do a pavlova for me, but with the price of eggs,
it took 14 egg whites.
14 egg whites for the pavlova, and she said, "I just couldn't do it, Mom." I said, "I'm glad you didn't."
Hi, Megan.
Stop. Sherry, everyone has been wishing you a very happy birthday.
I've got that many times where I don't get anything or barely just get greetings. It's like getting old.
And then Sunday was pretty chill. We took the kids for ice cream. and to Barnes and Noble, and then came home, and Tom and I drove home this morning. So
Yeah.
it was pretty uneventful, quiet.
So
A woman living on the edge.
Yeah. Megan saying, I'm here, don't panic. So, okay. Believe me, we won't. All right.
Next.
All right. Fireplace. What does this mean? Not our fireplace. Actually, I have a picture here. I love it.
That looks like the Sears Tower.
Yeah. I highlight Matt's name there because that is his apartment. Matthew wants to keep the fireplace in place for the rest of the year. Tyler, however, of Matt and Tyler, the ones that sponsored our tree this last year or this last season, Tyler's saying it's over. Christmas is done. We want to say no more. It's got to go away.
Decorated for every season.
Yeah, it's a fireplace.
So
it's not
you can put shamrocks on it, and then Easter eggs. And
Matt is asking me to run a poll here during the show. So if you think the fireplace should stay out all year long, just say yes in the chat. If not, say no. And by the way, thank you, Donna. Super chat of 1998 from Donna. Happy birthday, Sherry. We love you.
She'll use that money when she goes to the last bit scraps of Joann's when they go out of business in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we were there today.
It's bad.
Okay, so yes, if the fireplace should stay, no, if it should go away for the season. And so far, everyone is saying yes, keep the fireplace up. They're saying, yeah, do it. Keep it up.
Keep it up.
And for the record,
yeah,
my vote is yes too. So
I would use it. I always want a place with a fireplace. We're very lucky we ended up making a mantle. But I had a fireplace wherever I lived, even though there are those appliances that are just sad. You can't burn wood. But I think a fireplace is delightful.
Megan says to renovate it, make it bigger.
It looks like Lego.
I like it. All right.
So it looks like you get your fireplace.
Now, here is the Christmas Aficionado podcast. Ben, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Joe of the Christmas Aficionado channel celebrated his 3rd anniversary on YouTube yesterday by doing a live stream. And he had 4 guests plus himself scheduled to discuss for an hour their highlights, discussing their favorite beers that they had brought to share. And 2 people didn't show up on time.
Oh.
One person came in after a couple of minutes of not being there, but the 4th guest never showed up. So I got this invitation from my Instagram feed. Joe sent me the link, and I joined them for about 3/4 of their live stream.
Well,
I was here by myself all weekend, and I was having a wonderful.
And a $20 super chat from Margie. Happy birthday, Sherry. Thank you, Margie.
We needed noise because there was a screaming, blood-curdling, screaming child across the street. I mean, horrible. Like the kid was getting murdered. It's the Tuba house. And they're just very neighbors, not big fans. Blood-curdling screaming. So I found something on really quick. So I found Joe was on. I'm like, I just want to listen to noise.
Thank
and
you.
Another $20 super chat from Let's Celebrate TV, Sherry. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, if none of you have ever tuned in to the Christmas Aficionado, I would highly recommend his channel. A
lot of effort, a lot of stuff.
The name of his channel says it all. He does Christmas, and he does Christmas all year long.
Good for him.
Yeah, the thrust of his
the only
episodes,
problem I have,
wait a minute, let Ben finish.
Oh, he's not finished.
The thrust of his episodes for this year is going to be finishing out, doing highlighting of Christmases during the 1980s. I think his next episode that he's going to be working on is 1982.
He just finished 83.
Yeah. So, and he said that that would be out probably in April. 81 would probably be out around June, with 1980 being out sometime in late August and maybe early September. But he takes all these clips that he finds from online, culls everything together, and shows you what entertainment was available during that particular year on Christmas and the Christmas season. And it
Yeah.
usually starts with the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Yeah, it's well done. Very well done.
Yeah, Joe, you do a wonderful job, and I applaud you on your efforts. You do a great job with your show.
He is
The only nitpicky thing I have is when he goes live, there's no tree behind him. So if you're calling yourself the Christmas aficionado, come on, we need decorations. Need decorations up all the time. You can't be Christmassy without having decorations up year round. You can't say you're an aficionado unless you have trees.
Yeah. By the way,
the opinions you've just heard do not reflect those of everyone at PTV Live.
Yeah. By the way,
Brian Williams.
Joe is also a big fan of Hallmark Christmas movies, and he will be on our show in Christmas in July to review one of their new Christmas films that they start showing in July. So I'm very excited about that. So
I got my eyes checked on Wednesday. I did not see a tree.
Oh,
where was
Lord.
the tree? There was guitars, but there was no trees. So
yeah. All right.
Let's take a screen captures. Send it to us. Email us.
All right. So
good. Subscribing to all of our people.
Yeah. All right. So for this, Red's Pizzeria and Tap House, Ben came along with us, and
I love enough going to this place.
Yeah. Doug has been wanting to go to Red's Pizzeria and Tap House in Rockland.
Well, Roseville, Rockland.
It's actually in the city of Rockland. It's right on the border
of
Rockland and Roseville. It's right there on the border. I think you can't get closer to Roseville without actually being in the city limits. But this is a restaurant that he had been seeing a lot in social media and thought, you know what, let's give it a try. So we went in and we checked out the menu.
They had what I wanted.
Yeah. It's fire roasted pizza there. So, you know, the brick oven is right there, and they had plenty of salads, and the wood fire specials were fantastic. Doug and I wanted to try something, and he said we're going to try either a stromboli or a calzone. So we got the quesadilla calzone.
So good.
And Ben, you weren't that hungry. You got a salad instead.
Yes.
Okay. So I think it was the Caesar salad?
Yes.
Okay. The quesadilla came with, it was cheese, and there was this wonderfully sauced beef
consomme that they made and braised the succulent pork beef.
Yeah, there's that oven. I tell you, that oven was amazing.
They were good people. Tiny little place, so I mean everything was very artisan and very good. Did you pick up there what it is?
That's the calzone. It's actually not really a calzone.
It's like a pizza folded in half.
Yeah, it's a folded pizza in half. A calzone I always think of as sealed. But there's Ben's salad. And then we got the wonderful birria. I mean, Doug opened it up and squeezed some lime juice on it. It was just so delicious.
I saw it on social media, and
there's
I'm like, this looks really good.
And there's the consomme. I'll tell you, we really you know what?
It was amazing.
It was amazing, and in fact, it has inspired us. We're going to be making some birria here at the villa. I am really looking forward to that because I love this stuff. One last thing, Ben. Tuesday. What happened to this past Tuesday? As he calls.
He's a resident goose.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Ben.
Last week on Tuesday, I came home from work and I was a hot mess. I started feeling like I was coming down with a cold. So that later that night, I was trying to medicate myself. And I don't know what I did, but I threw my back out at the same time. Sherry, bless her heart, she wanted to do some comfort food for us for dinner that night. So she made grilled cheese sandwiches and some tomato soup, which she used milk with instead of water. What she forgot was that she used whole milk and not lactose-free milk.
Yeah. So
it messed up my stomach. So
I felt horrible.
I was a true hot mess on Tuesday night. Fortunately, I was working from home the following day, so it didn't matter. I didn't have to go anywhere. But my poor back, it took like 3 or 4 days for it to get over. And
So you're feeling better now, though?
Really, really struggled. I feel fine now, except for this nasty cough I've got.
Yeah, we need to give you some cough syrup tonight.
Yeah.
I like this one. Medication, alcohol, it's all the same.
Oh boy, will I be talking about medication.
But I feel fine. The cold has pretty much gone. But now I've got this lingering cough, which will most likely be with me for about 2 weeks. I hate it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just a couple of other people that have joined us from other channels here. That's great to see everyone here. But we're going to take another quick break here, but we'll be right back with a taste of Jell-O. So let's get ready for that. You're watching PTV Live.
You're gonna make it after all.
You're watching PTV.
Introducing that king of fun, the one who's okay with us kids, the Magic Burger King!
In person?
Yay!
I'm the marvelous magical Burger King. I can do most anything. Now watch me, kids, when I twist my ring like magic.
We're at Burger King! Is my Magic Burger King?
I'm the marvelous magical Burger King. I can do most anything. I love magic and food that's fun. So I'll make a burger disappear, make it come back here. Turn apples into pies right before your eyes. Turn onions into rings.
As we can see,
Put a shiver in the shake. It's easy for me. I'm the marvelous magical Burger King. I can do most anything. I love magic and food that's fun. So
you got fun for everyone. Burger King, yay!
Is it me, or did he seem like someone who shouldn't be around children?
Oh my goodness.
That was a horrible commercial, and I hated that campaign.
Yeah. Well, Joe wants to go get Burger King now.
Joe wants Burger King right now.
Yeah. But I do remember that commercial. I remember the campaign. It lasted, what, about a year or two?
Oh, it was longer than that. That live action Burger King was there far longer than just a year. It was painful to watch the rollout on that.
Oh.
yeah, Mary Ellen, you're right. He is creepy.
I was missing it. I was dealing with my Jell-O.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't miss anything. Now I'm gonna be kept up at night over that thing, and I still have a long drive in the morning.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get going with a taste of Jell-O, and yeah, it was originally supposed to be
first one.
It was originally supposed to be with Paul and Kelly of the Velveteen Lounge, but they will be with us on
March 1st.
our show on March 1st in 2 weeks.
Actually, March 3rd.
Yeah, sorry, March 3rd. Yes, March 3rd. Thank you. Okay, so in this case, let's go ahead and get going with this. I took some video of
Did
Doug.
you show the book?
I did not show the book.
The book is from 1970.
The book is from like the 1960s or something like that.
Page 1, page 11.
This is Doug. He squeezed out some pineapple juice and topped it off with water to get it to 8 ounces. And then we got also a cup of hot water. Typical way of preparing Jell-O.
Note to self, the recipe books, the type of hot water to cold water portion is different now than it was in the 70s.
Yeah, because the liquid ratios in the book was 3.5 cups of liquid, but now they're calling
a cup and a half to 2 cups of and 6 ounces of Jell-O. It's 2 cups to 1.5 cups. Now, if you use that big honkin' box, it's 2 cups to 2 cups. So the recipe book is completely different. And then I did some research. Come to find out, they changed the formula. So you need more liquid for it to form up. See?
And what they made with the formula is the fact that it's now vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Not made out of horses anymore.
Okay, that's disgusting.
So we waited for the orange to firm up a bit.
It got a little... I'm a little dusty on my thicken. It's very generic.
So he
thicken and
so
it really
took
thickened.
the squeezed pineapple and
they don't make tidbits anymore. That's a 70s thing. So it's chunky or chunks, crushed or whole.
Yeah, we couldn't find tidbits.
They don't make tidbits anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you get the chunks and cut them yourself into 4.
No, it's called crushed.
Rings.
No, not the rings.
Chunks.
They
make them in rings. They make them in chunks
and crushed.
Yeah,
tidbits are that was a 70s thing. So I put some nut meats in it, some pecans, because it's called a banana nut ring. Now I didn't put it in a ring because I only used 3 ounces. I didn't want a big honking thing of Jell-O, so I just made it has banana crushed pineapple and pecans.
Yeah.
So you gotta have to like your, gotta like all this. And then the Jell-O that they ask you to make.
Matt says that TJ's sells tidbits. We're gonna have to check Trader Joe's for tidbits.
Talk about tidbits.
So Doug, go ahead and present right there. What does it look like?
Okay, so it's orangey, has pineapples, bananas. I put some whipped cream. They asked for whipped cream that you mix pineapple in and put that inside the ring. And I'm like, I want the pineapple in the Jell-O. So I changed it. So I really changed the recipe.
Dude, that would look good if it weren't for all the Jell-O.
Okay.
All right.
It's incredible. It is. I'll make this over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's orangey. It's pineapple-y. It's banana-y. You gotta like your Jell-O extra crunchy.
Megan says this is traumatizing.
Oh my God.
You know what?
I would eat all this. I would hork this whole thing down.
That's actually good.
Yeah. This is so good.
I like the nuts. I like the pecans in it.
The extra crunchy Jell-O is rocks.
All right. So we're not the only ones that made Jell-O. Ben and Sherry, you also made a Jell-O.
Yep.
Yeah, Sherry made the Jell-O. This is a traditional Jell-O salad that our mom used to make back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, it's called a crown jewel.
And our grandfather really, really liked it. Yeah. You describe what...
Yeah, so what I'm doing is I didn't have Dream Whip to mix in with it, so I used regular whipping cream, so it was a little bit softer than I would have liked. So I was having a hard time unmolding it. But what you do is you take 3 colors of Jell-O and you just make the Jell-O plain. And then once that's done, then you cut it into small cubes, 1/2-inch cubes, and you see it doesn't want to come out. And then you mix it into...
It stayed refrigerated in the refrigerator since Thursday, so Sherry left it in all weekend. So it really had a chance to firm up and adhere itself to the mold.
So, Gene, that nut, the nut Jell-O, yeah, it could be made without the nuts.
So there I am trying the hot, a hot towel on it, and that didn't do it. So then I had to pull out the big guns.
Gettysburg, ma'am.
Yep, absolutely right.
Yep, that's
What
exactly
about?
what I
That's
did.
what we're getting to.
Did you lube it up before you even put the Jell-O in it?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you can
But
use the lube and it works.
Yeah, but I think the problem was that I used regular whipping cream and not.
Try it with Dream Whip, and that'll just kind of.
Yeah. But then what you put the cubes into is
Okay, there's the hot water bath.
you put the cubes into is a mix of lemon Jell-O, the whipped cream, and
is it pineapple juice?
Sugar and pineapple juice. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the crown jewel salad.
I think I had that.
And then
It's very classic.
Sherry's forcing it out again.
Well, I was
I
just
will
trying
eat
to.
that whole Jell-O. That is, I think, one of the best
I was
things
trying to
ever
break
made.
the suction off of the, off of the sides.
Oh, so
but the hot water.
Yeah, it
sound
needs
Yeah,
lube.
hot water bath finally did it.
All right, so let's see. Did it plop out?
Yep, it did.
Did you hear the satisfying suction sound?
No, I did not.
Oh,
there it is.
Okay, there it is.
And then this is what it looks like. If you want to present my camera, I'll.
Do you remember it this loose and runny?
No, it wasn't, because it was always made with Dream Whip.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you need the
chemicals
stabilizer.
weren't that bad to ingest in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, it's a lot softer than
Because it's
what
just
we
made
grew
with
up
whipping cream.
Mhm.
This is easily the most disturbing segment you've ever done.
Oh, no, it
There's some
isn't.
doozies.
This is actually refreshing.
It's
This
amazing.
is child-
It's
This
delicious.
is childhood for us.
All right. So for those of you that are interested,
Megan, I think your kids would love this.
for those
Yeah,
of you that are
it's amazing.
interested with this recipe,
Oh.
I will be taking a picture of this recipe and posting it on Blue Sky as well as Instagram. Ben, if you could send me a picture of the Jell-O mold on the plate, I would like to do that.
Okay.
So that we can post that, and then we can also post the recipe.
I was thinking about we were not going to eat that thing. I think we can eat
I
the whole thing.
think we will be
It's
eating-
in a small little container because I just didn't know. But oh my gosh, yeah. Ours is just boring-ish. Okay, the original one we wanted to do is we couldn't do it because in Jell-O, I should have given you the graphic. Jell-O made these salad flavored gelatins that taste like celery, tomato aspect, and some other stuff. They only made it, I think, during the 70s. Well, the Jell-O I wanted to make was savory. It needed one of the flavored salad Jell-Os. And this is okay. Arnie's getting it. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's showing
Megan,
you what. So this is what.
Let me go ahead and drop this in so you can see what
So-
we're talking about.
That's what I wanted. The top had their first salads and for very savory, and you could make us all, and you get 5 cents off. And there was a celery flavored. Go scroll down. Celery. I am blind, but I can still see if someone has a Christmas tree. Something else, and one tasted like oniony.
You could it says you can put anything into gelatin
Yes.
salads.
The one I wanted to make, you use one of these flavors and you put hard-boiled eggs and diced ham and celery.
Ugh. No, thank
Okay.
you.
There was a
That-
big old fish in that picture. I'm telling you, I would not eat fish in Jell-O.
No, I don't do the fish either because that's the one thing. No, nothing staring at me, nothing smiling at me, no fishy smell. So there's really no flavor we could use to put ham and hard-boiled eggs and celery in.
Sean wants to see our Jell-O again.
Well, show him the picture of it.
I think yours has more showing.
Yeah, there it is.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
There you go.
So that there you go.
That's a good view of it. It's sliding in your bowl.
Yeah, it has that non-stabilized look.
Yeah, no fish in Jell-O.
No fish. But mine, this Jell-O
and
thing.
Yeah, 10 drafts deep says family reunions in the 90s. The fam would throw anything into some Jell-O.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess oysters are out then.
Some already slimy and gelatinous. You even add more to it?
I'm actually allergic to seafood, so I wouldn't go anywhere near it.
There's one I made a spaghetti-o Jell-O mold once for kicks. Once was enough.
Yeah, I've seen those. That would, unless I had little bite up hot dogs or those meaty weenies, those meaty weenies or whatever they're all.
Little cocktail weenie things?
Yeah, dust up and you drown it with barbecue sauce. It'll be great.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's
this
one Jell-O that I
thing-
do. I've got a Jell-O that I have to do every year for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's an apricot Jell-O.
It's either apricot or peach. I've gone more with peach than I do apricot.
So this is turning out to success. We're going to see more. We're going to get into more savories, but I need to read the recipes before we commit to the people we did, because all I said, it said either pick whatever salad flavored Jell-O, and I'm like, oops.
So, as I said, Paul and Kelly of the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen will be joining us in 2 weeks on March 3rd. Later in the month, we will also be joined by Let's Celebrate TV, as we will be making more Jell-O, and they will be sharing the spotlight with us on that particular episode. So that's going to be a lot of fun, I am sure.
Yeah. Paul and Kelly come back.
Donna?
Watch them every Wednesday.
Donna, Megan is right. That was a recipe that was given to me by a friend, and it was their annual Thanksgiving Day salad, and it was a blueberry salad, and it was not good.
I don't remember that.
It was the Stice's old recipe.
Joanne Stice?
It didn't. It
don't
didn't
remember
set.
that.
It had a ton of walnuts in it. It just was awful.
What was it? What was it? Blueberry, whole blueberries and walnuts?
And walnuts and cream cheese and.
Maybe we need to try and redo it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Lisa says Jell-O is what you eat when you're in the hospital.
But I still have the original recipe from our church for the raspberry Jell-O that they do every year for Smorgasbord.
I remember that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I've got that recipe.
About the only thing I wouldn't eat on that table was sill. I just do not do pickled herring.
No.
Yeah. So, oh my God, this Jell-O thing is so good.
Yes.
Oh.
So remember, 2025 is the year of Jell-O here on Pepper Tree Villa.
We're going to be doing the stuff with Dream Whip. We found out whipping cream does not work. You need the stabilizers.
And I am going to do a little research to find out if there is a way to mimic the savory Jell-Os, because there's got to be a way to do a regular gelatin, just Knox gelatin, and use some seasoning.
Yeah, and then make it probably even more gross, but we're gonna try.
I know all of those. I've lived long enough that I've had all of those. Barbara Bessie used to do the strawberry Jell-O with pretzels.
Yeah, I've seen.
I don't remember
I've been
that at
wanting
all.
To do that.
Yeah, and then there was what was the other
Cucumbers
one?
and onions. Oh dear Lord.
That's a delicious
Watergate
one.
salad's another one that was pretty popular in the 70s.
Yeah,
Watergate was a
Yeah.
70s thing.
Yeah, Watergate Jell-O salad.
Well, we're definitely going to be doing more Jell-O recipes as the year progresses, so you'll want to tune in for those. You don't want to miss them because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was,
and this one's delicious.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the meltdowns from Megan every time we do Jell-O.
Of course, Sean says Jell no.
you guys are missing out. You guys don't know.
We
what it
have
is.
to have Megan make a Jell-O.
Yeah, I think for her it's going to be a hard pass.
Challenge her to do a Jell-O for us on a Monday night
Ma-
and have her on the show.
There's a lot of
we'd
new finger Jell-Os.
This one, has anyone ever done a PB&J Jell-O mold? I have never
Not
done that, but
heard
I
about
am
it.
I am willing to give that one a try.
Interesting.
That one sounds good, Donna.
I just love crunchy Jell-O. I mean, I love it when I make the heavenly Jell-O. I love it with celery with the beet Jell-O. It just smells like lemon and dirt.
Ew.
And
I have to tell you, there's one Jell-O salad that I really got too much of as a kid, and it was the one that Mom used to make all the time. That was lime Jell-O with
Cottage cheese and pineapple.
In it.
Oh, nasty! I can't do canned pears. It's just really wet.
It wasn't
sand.
pears. It was pineapple.
Pineapple.
Oh, pineapple. I thought you said whole pears. Those are nasty.
No.
And then I'm not a
Pineapple-
cottage cheese fan.
Yeah, it was a lime Jell-O with cottage cheese and pineapple, and it was just.
I'm actually a huge fan of cottage cheese. It's a good source of protein.
I like cottage cheese.
It's a texture thing for me.
sick.
Here I eat crunchy
No,
Jell-O.
I
I got
understand.
sick of having that one.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, everyone. That's it for
That's
a Taste of
it.
Jell-O tonight.
We're gonna be doing them over and again, but that is, I miss Jell-O. I really miss it.
We will be back next week at this time, and it's going to be all about kidneys. So you'll see the thumbnail coming up very soon. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But everyone, make sure that you tune in next Monday night. You're not going to want to miss this episode. Please tell your friends.
Diane, I had several with fruit cocktail in them too.
I just think of Aunt Bethany and her Jell-O mold with cat food.
Yeah, it tastes like lime. My most common ones was any flavored Jell-O with a can of fruit cocktail.
Yeah.
That was always, we had that all the time.
So, yeah, you're not going to want to miss next week's show. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific here on Pepper Tree Villa. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'd like to especially thank
Very nice.
Let's Celebrate TV and Margie at Herschel Linney and Donna for the super chats tonight. Thank you so much for Sherry's birthday present. Very, very grateful for that. Everyone, I hope you had
craft tonight.
No, it was about our Jell-O. You guys wanted your family Jell-O that you guys have.
Yeah, there will be a craft next Monday night, though. So be watching for that. Everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
You've been watching PTV Live here on Pepper Tree Villa. Everyone, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Don't leave yet because it's time for your moment of groovy. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.